initially with your first book using this system, it's absolutely essential to do your writing in longhand. I'll give you a minute to flip out and blow off some steam, because I know a lot of you feel that, number one, again, you do your best writing on the keyboard. Number two, some of you say, well, I can't read my writing when I write in longhand. The reason it's important to write in longhand using this system on the first book is so you can use large pieces of paper like this. Again, the larger the piece of paper, the better. Actually, I recommend 14 by 17 drawing pads. The larger the piece of paper, the better. Now, you'll notice something about this piece of paper, which is not unusual. It does not have any lines. That's the most important thing about writing in longhand, is you want to be able to use paper without lines, because lines represent barriers, rules, and regulations that your right brain, your author within, does not adhere to. You see, when you write, when you open up to your right brain, you're opening up to an unlimited space of inspiration. Now, if you're asked to squeeze that inspiration down into an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper with lines, or a computer screen that's the same size, what happens is you end up cutting off a lot of the inspiration to be able to move the physical content into that space. Inspiration, heart, and feelings are what make writing work. And those are the first things you lose when you use lined paper. So the larger the lineless pieces of paper, the better. Now, let's see, who used this theory before? Walt Disney. Everything Walt Disney created, all these ingenious ideas, all these phenomenal characters and stories, he created on large, lineless pieces of paper, because what he was doing was directly transferring his unlimited expression onto an unlimited space. And as a result, he wasn't censoring or cutting off any of the essential aspects of what he had in mind that so deeply touched people. Let's see, who else? Oh, when we went to war against Iraq in the late 80s, the battle plans were laid out on storyboards. Storyboards were large, lineless pieces of paper where the generals and military minds got together and sat down and thought about all the problems that they could run into and all the potential solutions. They did them on storyboards, large, lineless pieces of paper. So what do you need? For the first book you're going to write using this system. A 14 by 17 drawing pads. In fact, get 2 of them. Get 2 of them. Second thing you're going to need are some good pens. I don't mean expensive pens. I mean pens that flow smoothly across a piece of paper. Pens that get a lot of ink to the ball of their pens so they can flow smoothly across the fibers of the paper, because you're going to be writing really fast and you're going to be writing really long. So you need large, lineless pieces of paper with some very good pens that fit your hand well and flow smoothly across a piece of paper. Pens I'm referring to, I personally use a Parker pen. I like those. Inexpensive gel pens are really good. Or pens that you could find normally in hotel rooms in which you stay. Inexpensive pens that get a lot of ink to the ball of the pen. Law number 4, rule number 4, got to make sure you have the right background. That equates to large, lineless sheets of paper and writing in longhand.